Good morning, students. Today is the second day of ABL, and we will be discussing about our theme, Total Quality Management, its key elements. The characteristics of TQM has many points such as committed management, adopting and communicating management, closer customer relations, closer provider relations, benchmarking, increased training, open organization, employee empowerment, flexible production, process improvements, and process measuring. The key elements of TQM are customer focus, employee involvement, process centered, integrated system, strategy and systematic plan, continuous improvement, fact based decision making, communication. So, therefore, we will discuss these key elements one by one in detail. We'll take up the first two, customer focus and employee involvement. Customer focus says the purpose of the quality management is to provide customer satisfaction. With customer focus as an approach, the organization provides services or products meeting the customer expectations. From having several quality checks to friendly support centers, the ever improving quality can be achieved. Organizations that are more customer focused are the one with the larger customer share in the market. For employee involvement, as total quality management notes requires the involvement of every employee, it's the responsibility of the organization to foster the employee-friendly work culture. The work done by employees should be appreciated and their opinions and feedbacks are taken into consideration. A workplace that encourages employees to give their best achieves continuous improvement in the quality. The third is the process-centered and fourth is integrated system. For process-centered, it needs to be well defined and need to be monitored for any deviation during the execution. The best practices can be adopted in this approach. And for the integrated systems, although the processes are divided vertically structured departments, it is horizontally that they interconnect across functionally. For example, manufacturing depends on the inventory of the procurement. These horizontal processes need to be modeled properly. Adopting standards ISO 9000 or any quality standard suitable to company requirements helps in integrating the systems. Our fifth key element is a strategic and systematic plan, and sixth is continuous improvement. Under systematic and strategic plan, a strategic and systematic approach is needed to achieve the organization's goals and visions. Incorporating quality as a part of the strategic plan as a core element which is based in the TQM. In the continuous improvement, one of the popular approaches in quality management is continuous improvement, which implies to finding creative ways to implement existing processes. This in turn helps in being more competitive and meeting the expectations of stakeholders. The fact-based decision making, the performance of an organization can be found from the data collected and analyzed for various parameters. To improve the decision, this data needs to be considered. An accurate decision can be taken if a proper fact-based decision model is created. And under communication, this is a building block of a successful business. Communication plan and training employees on communication etiquettes goes a long way in fostering healthy work culture. Communication involves internal among the employees and external with the stakeholders. Effective communication makes opinions and feedbacks easier. So these are the basic steps in problem solving. Define the problem and establish an improvement goal. Define measures and collect data. Analyze the problem. Generate the potential solutions. Choose a solution. Implement the solution and monitor the solution and see if it accomplishes the goal. And so the basics of quality improvement are as such, ensuring a culture that establishes quality in every practice, determining and prioritizing the areas of potential improvement, data collection and analysis, Communicate with your acquaintances about the results, a commitment to a continuous evaluation, and expand your successes. So models and the tools of quality improvement says, quality improvement model provides a formal and systematic approach for establishing ethical quality improvement processes in practice. Some examples of widely used QI models are stated in the following. PDCA, that is Plan, Do, Check, Act, is an iterative four-stage approach for continually improving processes, products, or services and for resolving problems. The PDCA cycle provides a simple and effective approach for solving problems and managing change. Six Sigma, it's a concept for improvement that aims to reduce variation and defects. Lean, a lean organization focuses on increasing the customer value, the elimination of waste, and optimizing operations. The key components of lean can be applied to all types of businesses and processes. Let us see what is PDCA cycle. To implement the principle of TQM, the PDCA cycle was coined by William Deming. It's also known as Deming cycle or circle. DMAC, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, is the adoption of PDCA. The Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle is a four-step model for carrying out change. Just as a circle has no end, the PDCA cycle can be repeated again and again for continuous improvement. The PDCA cycle is considered a project planning tool. So this is what is PDCA cycle. That is, you plan, then you do, then you check and act, and you go back to replan, redo, and keep doing it till you improve better and better. When to use the PDCA cycle? When you are starting a new improvement project, when you're developing new or improved design of a process, product, or service, when you're defining a repetitive work process, when you're planning the data collection and analysis in order to verify and prioritize the problems or the root causes, when you're implementing any change, or when you're working towards continuous improvement. The Plan, Do, Check, Act procedure goes something like this. Plan, recognize an opportunity and plan a change. Do, test the change, carry out a small-scale study. Check, review the test, analyze the results, and identify what you've learned. Act, take action based on what you have learned in the study step. If the change did not work, go through the cycle again with a different plan. And fifth, if you are successful, incorporate what you learned from the test into wider changes. Use what you have learned to plan new improvements, beginning the cycle once again. So quality improvement tools are given a summarization over here, which we have already gone through. Ensuring a culture that establishes quality in every practice, determining and prioritizing the areas of potential improvement, data collection and analysis, communicate with your acquaintances about the results, a commitment to a continuous evaluation, and expand your success. There can be obstacles to implementing TQM, which can be due to lack of company-wide definition of quality, then strategic plan for change, customer focus is missing, real employee empowerment is not there, strong motivation is missing, time to devote to quality initiatives is not given enough, then leadership is weak. Obstacles to implementing TQM can be also poor inter-organizational communication, view of quality as a quick fix, emphasis on short-term financial results, and internal political and turf wars. That's all for today. Thank you so much.